Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, dear students. This is Arfat Mujib from FEI Higher Secondary Nowgam, and this is my first lecture on 10th biology. Chapter is how do organisms reproduce, and topic is male reproductive system. It is structure and function. Let us we start the structure. What is the anatomy of male reproductive system and what it is function in a whole. What is the function of male reproductive system? What the part is associated with the male reproductive system? What those parts function as per the system is concerned. Let us we start by just a base and in a board I have mentioned the level diagram of male reproductive system. You can see that I have numbering the words. I have numbering the levels, that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and it is 9, 10, and it is there. Here I can see here it is there 9, 10, 11. It is then here is the testes. It is here the number total. Now we started by here the reproductive system. In this I have mentioned the ureter, which comes from it is a duct which comes from the kidneys. That is a function of the purification of blood, and then we collect the waste urine waste by the ureter, and the ureter falls into a pouch-like, muscular pouch-like structure is known as the urinary bladder. मैंने इसको dissect करके दिखाया यहाँ, इसमें ये dotted form में मैंने दिखाया यहाँ. Urine is collected in this pouch. It is a muscular pouch which stores urine for some time, and this pouch, this urinary, it is known as urinary bladder, and it receives a duct that is a ureter in this, and it has no role. इसका कोई role नहीं है, no role in the reproductive system, a ureter or the urinary bladder. Then later on it यहाँ से एक डक्ट निकलता है जिसका नाम है यूरिथ्रा. तो वहाँ से कुछ हमें जो रिप्रोडक्टिव सिस्टम है, कुछ रिप्रोडक्टिव ग्लैंड्स है, वो कनेक्ट होते हैं इसके आगे. Let us start by here that here a sickle-like covering pouch which hold up a small oval-shaped, a pair of small oval-shaped solid bodies known as the testes. Testes are placed in a thick sickle-walled structure, pouch in form, known as the serotum. Serotum is a sicken pouch-like structure which hold up a pair of testes, oval in structure. If we dissect, then their color is pinkish, and length is concerned 4 to 5 centimeter in length, 2.5 centimeter in diameter, and thick 3 centimeter in kilo. Each testis, the thickness 3 centimeter approximately. Then the testes, after the pair of testes in a pouch-like structure, serotum, and a pair of testes is there, and it is lateral side, it is back side, जिसमें मैंने दिखाया कि रेड कलर का मैंने यहाँ पे दिखाया. A pair of structure is there associated to its back side of the testis. It is the front side, and to its lateral side, or we can say back side of the testis, there is the epididymis. Epididymis is the associated part of, it remains very close compact with the testes. And अगर हम इसका एपिडेमिस का स्ट्रक्चर डाइसेक्ट कर लेंगे तो they are internally these are highly coiled duct, small, narrow in size, those highly coiled duct internally discussed. Its purpose is for the storage of the sperm and to transport the sperm, and the maturation sperm takes place in this epididymis. Then from this epididymis, I have shown in this figure that a black color duct. This black color duct is going on and comes off the epididymis, comes off the epididymis. Then this duct is here. It moves in this way, and जहाँ पे ये hang हुआ है, it is hanging over the ureter, and this duct, black color duct, which surrounds in this way, I have mentioned in the diagram, you can see, is known as the vas deferens. Vas deferens is a long travel duct which play important role in transportation of sperm when there is a chances of ejaculation. Sometimes there is presence of sperm in the vas deferens and have capability of the reabsorption of sperm. Sometimes takes place, transportation of sperm takes place. Later on we discuss the function it perform as well. Then here we concentrate first of all to the structure of reproductive system. It is the vas deferens, a duct, long traveling duct, and here is the, you can see a swallow part. Here in this duct इसमें एक swallow है, swallow form में है. यहाँ पे मैं दिखाता हूँ आपको, ये swallow in form में है. It is in like this swallow in form. It is known as vas deferens ampullae. vas deferens ampullae मैंने यहाँ पे मेंशन नहीं किया, ऐसे ही बता रहा हूँ इसको यहाँ डायग्राम को थोड़ा बहुत सिंप्लीफाई करने के लिए. तो यहाँ इसको इस पार्ट को जहाँ पे ये डक्ट फूल जाता है, swallow होता है, it is known here as ampullae. vas deferens ampullae. After the ampullae, there is a duct which connected to this vas deferens के साथ connect होता है. This is the gland. It is the accessory gland, accessory sex gland. It is known as seminal vesicle. This seminal vesicle is it is pea-shaped. We can say it is a pea-pod shaped. That means convoluted, long convoluted type of gland. Approximate 4 cm in length होता है ये gland. Seminal vesicle का vesicle नाम है इसमें है. And then after seminal vesicle is a type of exocrine gland. Exocrine glands are ducted glands which secrete their secretion through by means of duct. And this small, you can see the small duct, I have represented number 4. A small duct enters into the vas deferens. It connects to the duct of the vas deferens. After the ampullae के बाद इसी का डक्ट आता है, सेमिनल वेसिकल का डक्ट एंटर होता है इस vas deferens में, जिसको मैंने लेवल 3 I labeled it number 3rd. Then this duct here, we can see here this duct, this seminal vesicle duct connect with this duct here vas deferens. Then it is named as ejaculatory duct. After the seminal vesicle duct connected the vas deferens near its ampullae, it is now known as the ejaculatory duct. इसको यहाँ नाम पड़ता है ejaculatory duct. तो this black part of यहाँ तक ये ejaculatory duct है. Now it is function as per the function. As per the function it perform, it is named the duct. यहाँ तक इसका name change होता है, नाम इसका change होता है, name change. That it is now known as the ejaculatory duct, which is labeled as number 5. Then we move before after. Then is the यहाँ पे urinary bladder से here is the sphincter, internal sphincter, so that here is they guard this opening how much urine can be expelled, how much urine can be retained still in this pouch. There is the internal septum at the base of the urinary bladder. Internal septum, it has major control and it is under the control of nerves. It has a neuron कंट्रोल, नर्व कंट्रोल में ये काम करता है स्पेंचरस। ये तब बंद रहता है जब तक यूरिन इसमें है, फिर ये खुल जाता है when there is an idea of expelling the urine by the urethra। यहाँ से urethra रेड कलर से दिखाया मैंने, यहाँ से जो रेड कलर डक्ट निकलता है, पूरा जहाँ रेड कलर का डक्ट निकलता है, it is the urethra duct। वो first portion of the urethra, there is an associated duct which is known as here number 6 prostate gland। यहाँ पे prostate gland connect होता है to the urethra। urethra का जो urethra is traveling in this way, this red color duct is the whole the urethra which major function is to convey, to pass on the urine and expel it to outside of the body। But if we talk about the first portion of this urethra, there is a duct, connecting duct of the prostate gland। But this is also, prostate gland is another sex accessory gland with duct, exocrine in nature, and it has a role associated with the reproductive पर्पस, रिप्रोडक्शन पर्पस के लिए। यहाँ पे ये डक्ट कनेक्ट होता है, यहाँ इसके प्रोस्टेट ग्लैंड के डक्ट यूरिथ्रा में कनेक्ट होता है। ये आई मीन दिस, आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट दिस। यहाँ पे ये डक्ट आगे चलता है। जब ये डक्ट आगे चला तो यहाँ जो इजुकुलेटरी डक्ट है नंबर 5, इजुकुलेटरी डक्ट, ये ejaculate, it also connect here then after। इससे पहले यहाँ एक डक्ट निकला seminal vesicle का डक्ट, वो after the ampulla of the vas deferens के बाद वो कनेक्ट हुआ है, इसका नाम पड़ा फिर ejaculatory duct। फिर ejaculatory duct फिर बाद में कनेक्ट रहता है किसके साथ, शब्द urethra। urethra is a urine carrying duct। फिर बाद में ये कनेक्ट होता है ejaculatory duct इसके साथ। इट इज अ स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ मेल रिप्रोडक्टिव सिस्टम, ध्यान रखिए। फिर आगे जाके when the urethra is going to pass on, then there is another duct, we can name it here this P shape, P pod form में होता है, पेयर में होते हैं ये, they are a pair। This is known as this number 8, here is the number 8, this is the Cowper's gland। Now the Cowper's gland is also with a duct, exocrine in nature, another accessory sex gland, then it also connected to the urethra which is passing on। Then this urethra is moving forward, it moves out, then there is at the tip of the penis, there is the opening where the urethra opens so that it could pass the urine, then after it could expel out the urine, has the tip urethral opening, there is also a sphincter there। Dear students, this is all about the ह्यूमन रिप्रोडक्टिव सिस्टम। पहले हम ऐसे जल्दी में जाएंगे, यहाँ पे मैंने क्या क्या बताया आपको। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी टेक a review of this again। Here is a pair of testes placed in a serotum, then a thick walled pouch which holds up this pair of testes, and behind the pair of testes, each pair of testes, there is a compact, highly coiled like structure associated with these testes is known as the epididymis। Then they carry out near its tail part, इसके 3 पार्ट होते हैं epididymis के, head, body part और tail part से ही कार्डिया, इसको कहते हैं कार्डिया epididymis। तो कार्डिया पार्ट से ही एक डक्ट निकलता है यहाँ, तो उसको आगे नाम पड़ता है जब वो डक्ट निकल के vas deferens से फिर यहाँ पे ये रिसीव करता है seminal vesicle gland, विद अ डक्ट इसके साथ कनेक्ट होता है, फिर इसका नाम पड़ता है इजैकुलेटरी डक्ट नंबर 5 में। Then this ejaculatory duct later on connected with the urethra coming from the urinary bladder, and it is then ejaculatory duct connected to the urethra and also the another gland number 6 here I mentioned earlier, it is number 6 prostate gland, which is the duct connected with this urethra. This is the prostate gland. Secus gland, then it also connected this urethra. Here ejaculatory duct connected to the urethra. Here urethra is passing on, मैंने रेड कलर का डक्ट दिखाया, रेड कलर से इसको दिखाया ताकि आप डिफरेंशिएट कर पाओगे यहाँ पे। तो यहाँ फिर आगे आखिरकार और एक ग्लैंड मिलता है काउपेरस ग्लैंड, इट इज इन अ पेयर, प्रोस्टेट ग्लैंड. It is the largest accessory secus gland. Then is the seminal vesicle. They are also pair in number. Cowper's gland also pair in number, and this is a prostate gland. It is a single in number. Then this Cowper's gland are connected later on with this urethra, and then urethra is a duct which pass both urine as well as the pass the seminal fluid भी कैरी भी करता है और यूरिन भी, दो काम इसके रहते हैं. तो then there is a muscular genital organ, it is known as the penis, which help to pass sperm into the female reproductive part, into the female reproductive tract during the intercourse. Here this is the structure of the male reproductive system, the organs associated with it. And now we slightly say about the function of the testes. If we dissect a pair of testes, there are the seminiferous tubules. Those seminiferous tubules have germ cells, germinal epithelium, germ cells that give the formation of spermatocytes. Spermatocytes से ही निकलता है spermatozoa formation later on by those cells. Sperm is a haploid number of cells. Spermatozoa haploid number of sex cells, male sex cells. Formation is by the germ cells. Where the germ cells are, they are present in the seminiferous tubules, and between the seminiferous tubules, मैंने यहाँ पे नोट पे भी दिखाया, आप नोट पढ़िए, इंटरनल स्ट्रक्चर वहाँ पे मैं टेस्टिस दिखाए, तो वहाँ पे between the seminiferous tubules there are some mass of tissues known as those tissues, they are the interstitial cells, या हम उनको proper name से जाना जाता है Leydig cells. Leydig cells play important role in the maturation of the sperm, in the formation and development of the seminiferous tubules, because these Leydig cells secrete a sex hormone known as the testosterone. Actually, the testosterone maintain the testes, maintain the seminiferous tubules within the testes, and make it functional later on. What means functional? That formation of the spermatozoa then later on. Then there is the epididymis. Epididymis is a compact mass of highly coiled organ, remain associated compact with the testes. तो epididymis का काम क्या रहता है? It helps in the storage sometimes, and further maturation of sperm takes place in the epididymis, and then it also helps us obviously in transportation of the sperm later on. If sperm possible ejaculation not take place, then it has capability of having storage of the sperm. Also, it is said that the sperm death also takes place in highly coiled of the, अगर हम देखेंगे epididymis में वहाँ highly coiled form है, इस तरह का coil form है यहाँ पे. अगर यहाँ पे vas डिफरेंस निकलता है बिफोर vas डिफरेंस, यहाँ पे ejaculatory में क्या होता है, highly coiled forms, duct होता है narrow in size, highly coiled. This is a highly coiled organ, help us in the storage of sperm, maturation of sperm. Even the mortality rate, even sperm excess takes place. Sometimes testes form excess of sex sperm, then it is due to its excess formation remains stored in huge quantity in the epididymis, coilotubules. Then there is also a mortality rate of the sperm within the epididymis, and it also helps in the transportation of the sperm, and it maintains the activity of, it also helps us, it also play also play a role in the activation of the sperm epididymis में. तो वहाँ से एक इसका जो मैंने बताया कार्डिया पार्ट, इसका कार्डिया पार्ट होता है, टेल पार्ट ऑफ द एपिडिdymis, वहाँ से एक डक्ट निकलता है. उस डक्ट का ये लॉन्ग ट्रैवलिंग डक्ट होता है. वास डिफरेंस नंबर 3 में मैंने इसको रिप्रेजेंट किया. वास डिफरेंस का कहा जाता है its major function is to transport sperm when there is ejaculation of the sperm, then it is conveyed by this long traveling duct vas deferens. Its passage is long. Then it also not only transport the sperm from the testes to the urethra, then later on pass on. It also helps us in the reabsorption of the sperm. There are some cells, absorptive cells, which help us in the reabsorption of sperm so that it cannot be lost then after. Then there is a seminal vesicles, pair of seminal vesicles, they are connected with the vas deferens. Seminal vesicles से यहाँ एक alkaline fluid निकलता है, viscous type fluid निकलता है, और यहाँ इस वो fluid add होता है, that is add to the sperm which is carried by the vas deferens. Then seminal fluid से एक secretion निकलता है, alkaline in nature, that means basic in nature, viscous type fluid, and also a hormone is secreted by this, that is the prostaglandin hormone निकलता है, prostaglandin हार्मोन निकलता है इसमें, हार्मोन ये कहा जाता है. This type of hormone helps us in activation of sperm in female reproductive part, in female reproductive tract. फीमेल रिप्रोडक्टिव ट्रैक में स्पर्म को एक्टिव रखने के लिए इट इज द फंक्शन ऑफ प्रोस्टाग्लैंडिन हार्मोन which is secreted by the seminal vesicle fluid, and its secretion is flow into the ejaculatory duct. Then later on it helps the sperm to make it fluidy in nature. Then there also a sugar-like substance is secreted by the seminal vesicle, that is the fructose. शुगर भी इसमें होता है, इसकी सिक्रीशन में जो हमें सेमिनल वेसिकल से सिक्रीशन निकलता है, कहा जाता है उसमें एक शुगर होता है, फ्रैक्टोस लाइक शुगर होता है, that is present in the seminal vesicle, fructose like sugar. और ये कहा जाता है when there is a rare incidence, then it is a forensic test that in a female reproductive tract, if there is a presence of fructose, it is a confirmation test for the rare incident. Rare incident का वो एक होता है, क्योंकि वो फ्रैक्टोज खाली इसके फ्लूइड में निकलता है जहाँ से सेमिनल वेसिकल सिक्रीशन से वो फ्रैक्टोज लाए। असल में फ्रैक्टोज का क्या काम होता है? इट इज अ कार्बोहाइड्रेट, इट मेंटेन the activation of sperm by providing energy when sperm starts to swim in a female reproductive tract. Then there often is the ejaculatory duct. Ejaculatory duct का काम रहता है to pass on the seminal fluid later on. Then there is the prostate gland. Prostate gland में भी निकलता है secretion of lipids, secretion of इसकी secretion में होता है lipids, citric acid होता है इसकी secretion में, और भी अभी मैंने वो हार्मोन बताया प्रोस्टोग्लैंडिन हार्मोन also is secreted by this prostate gland. इसकी secretion also help a milky type of fluid is secreted by a prostate gland. Mucus is secreted by a prostate gland. Mucus secretion is very important so that to make this urethra a lubricant, ताकि sperm जो होता है वो easily pass हो through the urethra, ताकि ये dry out ना हो, इसीलिए जो milky mucus type fluid, alkaline, some other substances like अभी मैंने बताया lipids, citric acid जो होता है इसमें प्रेजेंट होता है प्रोस्टोग्लैंडिन हार्मोन which maintains the activation of again the sperm in the female reproductive tract, वो भी निकलता है प्रोस्टेट ग्लैंड में, इसके सिक्रीशन में भी ये चीज होते हैं। Then there is a citric acid, lipids, phosphatase भी substance इसके सिक्रीशन में प्रोस्टेट के ग्लैंड सिक्रीशन में होता है in a view ताकि एनर्जी प्रोवाइड हो साथ साथ स्पर्म को, because it to maintain its activity in a female reproductive tract in search of the female egg. Then after later on we move to then it is named as the urethra. Here it is a urethra. Then another gland, cowperius gland, कहा जाता है कि कॉपेरियस ग्लैंड में और भी सिक्रीशन निकलते हैं, mucus type of fluid is secreted so that already we make this type of urethra mucus lubricant so that the collection of seminal fluid can easily pass through the urethra. Some also viscous fluid, alkaline secretion is secreted by the cowperius gland. So they are moving later on to the urethra. Then urethra, when there is a ejaculation during the copulation में during the mating, there is a ejaculation by a male reproductive system through the urethra, and there is a muscular type organ external, हम इसको कहते हैं external genitalia penis. It is a male external genitalia is inserted in the vaginal part of vaginal orifice, vaginal opening of the female, so that to have proper copulation and helps in the transfer of the seminal fluid ejected by the urethral secretion and make it as possible transformation into the female reproductive tract. Then in this way the sperm is passed into the female reproductive tract so that later on the sperm can then after fertilize egg in the female reproductive tract. There is a penis, it is a male external genitalia, helps in passing of sperm to the vagina tube of the female. Then after it moves to the uterus of female, then fallopian tube, these sperm move on. Then in an ejaculation, जो मेल से ejaculation निकलता है, that ejaculation is known as the, collectively it is known as the, इसमें होता है spermatozoa, sperm collection of the fluid, जो fluid यहाँ से निकलता है, alkaline fluid यहाँ से निकलता है, सेमिनल वेसिकल, प्रोस्टेट या कॉपेरियस ग्लैंड से या और भी ग्लैंड से है, और भी ग्लैंड से वहां से सिक्रीशन निकलता है, कलेक्टिवली इट इज नोन एज सेमेन, SEMEN, semen, और समटाइम यू सेमिनल फ्लूइड भी कहा जाता है। So what is the seminal fluid? It is a collection of sperm. Sperm plus जो fluid निकलता है by or the fluid secretion by other sperm plus fluid secretion by other sex accessory glands. इसको नाम पड़ता है फिर this seminal fluid. Dear students, I hope you better understand about the male reproductive system, its structure and function it performs, and it is all about this. Thank you very much.